been a while since we've made a Doom Eternal video, just like how it's going to be a while before that game comes out. Luckily, Oktay Doomer suggested I make a video to follow up my one about all the demons, but this time it's about all the weapons. So, I grabbed my pencil, my crayons, my backpack, and I got working on it right away, and that's why it's coming out several months later. And to help me, I have my co-host, Connor.
Hello.
Doom Eternal's weapon selection may be less interesting than its monster selection, but I think it's important to note that using these weapons is going to it's going to be very useful in this game, as it looks like the monsters have amped up their skill, and if the rumors are true, the imps are going to be harder to kill, so you better learn how to use all of these weapons real fast. Obviously, we're going to start with the classic weapons. The pistol. Yeah, it's probably back. Actually, yeah. Hang on. Is the pistol not in this? I'm not seeing it on the list.
It's not on the list, so... And I don't remember seeing it in any of the trailers or, demo footage, so it might not be back.
Holy crap, this is going to be the first Doom game not to have a pistol. Which, yeah. I mean, if you had to get rid of one of the guns, that's the one to get rid of, because I didn't use it after the first level. So we're going to skip that gun, because apparently it's not in the game. We're going to go straight to the shotgun.
You mean the combat shotgun?
Yes, the combat shotgun.
Oh boy. Yep, so pretty much seems like it's a direct, from Doom 2016. Yeah, copy and paste from Doom 2016. Aesthetically, it's a little different. It's got this revolving barrel looking thing, kind of like the machine gun from Quake 3 Arena, which I think is pretty cool, especially for the 3-round burst mod. But other than that, it just seems like, your typical workhorse shotgun.
Mm-hmm. And then to follow that up, there is the super shotgun. Now, the super shotgun, everybody knows that's everybody's favorite Doom gun. So in this game, they've decided to add in a new attachment called the meat hook. Now, the meat hook is pretty much a grapple hook that is attached to a gun. So you can use it to swing around the map to perform cool little tricks. You can pull enemies towards you, or you can pull yourself towards enemies. It kind of reminds me a lot of the barnacle from Half-Life Opposing Forces, for the 6 of you that have played that game. Also, following up with some other classic guns that are returning, the chain gun, obviously that's back. This time it has a slightly different look, and supposedly it uses the same type of rounds as the pistol did from Doom 2016. If that's true, I'm hoping that means it has infinite ammo. The mobile... Yeah, I horribly doubt it has infinite ammo.
It uses energy rounds. It's not like actual bullets.
The mobile turret mode has 4 machine guns this time because 2 wasn't enough. The heavy cannon is what happens when you take a gun from Doom 2016, give it a different name, and then make it look more like a Nerf gun. It's pretty much the exact same gun, as far as I can tell, as the heavy machine gun from Doom 2016, but this time it looks like a Nerf gun.
Yeah, pretty. The only real difference is now with the scope, you get a charge shot or something. You can't fire off automatically, which is a bit of a shame. But then again, I wasn't really one for firing off long bursts. When I had the scope up. You're going for the headshot.
So the rocket launcher is getting a revamp. It's now this weird Hellforge looking rocket launcher that's got a skull on the side of it. Supposedly it's going to function more like the classic the classic rocket launcher, which means that it won't be able to shoot rockets as fast, but the rockets will be more powerful and probably move slower.
Yeah. Then another thing I kind of noticed, I don't know if this is a mod or something, but it seems to have an air burst function.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember during one of the gameplay demos, whoever was playing fired one over a group of zombies and it exploded in midair.
Yeah, supposedly there's going to be a remote detonation mode. Which,
nice.
Yeah, that'll be pretty cool. The BFG 9000 is for sure going to be back. It will probably function the exact same way. I don't know why they would change it. Another interesting thing is that the BFG 10,000 is going to be in the game as well. Though it will not be a usable weapon, it's just going to be a giant gun on a space station or something. But it's a cute little reference to, I forget which Quake game it is, but one of the Quake games
3.
has... Yeah, Quake 3 has a BFG 10,000.
Or is it 2? I forget.
I think it's 3. I could be wrong though.
Yeah.
If you know, leave a comment. $20 says you won't. The chainsaw, possibly Doom's most iconic weapon, is going to be returning as well. Again, it'll function the same way. It'll be used for doing glory kills. You'll get ammo from it, and it looks like, depending on which enemies you use it on, that will determine on how much ammo you get back. So if you waste it on like an imp or something, it might try to make up for that by giving you more ammo than, say, when you cheap out and use it on a Baron. The plasma rifle is also coming back, and this time it actually looks like a plasma rifle, and it also looks like it's going to be more fun to use. I'm not entirely sure what the secondary fire does on this, but if you watch the gameplay, it seems like this thing shoots every type of laser imaginable.
Yeah. Like, one of the big things, or like the new changes, or the new mods, or whatever you want to call it, it has a microwave function, which makes the enemies explode if you focus on them like long enough.
So that's definitely the gun I'm most excited to use.
Yep, especially since like I barely used the plasma gun in Doom 2016.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, even in classic Doom, like I was afraid to use that damn thing because it shared ammo with the BFG. It's like, yeah.
I just like the fact that it looks like an old VHS player as well.
Yeah, or a robot penis.
Oh yeah, one of those two. So the first true new gun, maybe, is called the Ballista. It's kind of like this big, weird, green crossbow-looking thing. It's going to take the place of the Gauss gun, so it's probably going to function exactly the same, but instead it shoots like giant rods. Apparently this one also looks like it might have a remote detonation mode where it'll shoot the rod and then it'll take a couple seconds for it to blow up the monster.
Do we know if it's going to use the same ammo as the plasma gun like the Gauss gun did?
I am fairly confident it will not.
That is reassuring.
Because I work on the game.
No, I'm just
yeah, maybe I should have said this earlier. Just a disclaimer, we've never played this game before.
Yeah, and I barely reviewed the footage. But then again, I don't know.
So I think we should talk about the Doom Slayer, his new Predator upgrades. Obviously he has a knife on his wrist, like the Predator. And he also has a shoulder cannon. The wrist I don't think is going to do anything, but the shoulder cannon is going to be a lot of fun to use.
Yeah, I mean the wrist seems more like it's a...
Just for glory kills.
Yeah, glory kills pretty much. Then the shoulder cannon is replacing the grenades from Doom 2016.
From what I understand, using the shoulder cannon gives you armor, and then glory kills will give you health, and then obviously the chainsaw gives you ammo. But the Doom Slayer, the Doom guy, whatever you want to call him, he's finally getting a flamethrower. It's taken us a long time to get here, but it's finally here. Or should I say, it'll finally be here in March.
Yeah, weirdly enough, I think it's only the flamethrower that
I think you can do
gives armor.
Maybe. You might be right.
That's what I heard during the one QuakeCon demo from this year. Like, Hugo Martin, or whatever the hell his name is, he said, like, yeah, the flamethrower, it gives you armor. Which seems oddly specific. But then again, I don't know.
So the last weapon I have on our list here, when I say my list, I mean I'm just using Doom Wiki, is the Crucible. Now, for those of you who have played Doom 2016, you know the Crucible is secretly a lightsaber that was stolen from the Doom guy by an evil robot. Now, when we first started hearing about this Doom Eternal game back in 2018, back when we were all innocent, it looked like it was going to be a fun weapon to use. They even had a video where he was about to use it against the Archvile. But since then we haven't heard anything about this weapon, leading people like myself to believe that it might not even appear in the final game. Now the fact that the game's been delayed makes it sound like it's more likely for it to show up, but either way we know nothing about this except for it looks like a lightsaber. One of the enemies has an axe that looks like it's made out of the same stuff. So how will this function? I don't know. Will it take the place of the chainsaw? I don't know. Will it be cool? Yeah, it's going to be cool.
I don't think it's going to take the place of the chainsaw, but it's definitely going to be something.
So I think that should conclude the video.
Pretty much.
If you have any theories or anything, just leave them in the comments.
We do have one more thing to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
A few months ago, we talked about the movie Terrifier, and how it was a very disturbing movie.
Yep. So we got a comment from everybody's favorite illegal pancakes critic, Greg. Here we go. Screw you guys for bringing up Terrifier. I looked it up on YouTube and will never be the same again. Thanks for reviewing Killer Clowns. This was a fun episode. To respond to the first part of that comment, Greg, you should look up a video or a movie called Necromantic. Enjoy. Okay. Yeah, don't look at the parents' guide. You'll be scarred for life.